Hello and thanks for joining us on TVC Midday News. We're staying on the local government election in Kano State, where residents in 44 local government areas are to elect leaders at the grassroots. Voting is underway across Kano State 44 local government areas, with no report of violence so far as the process remains peaceful. In Tarauni Ward, election officials have distributed voting materials and residents are actively casting their votes. Security has been maintained by the Kano Road and Traffic Agency in collaboration with local vigilantes. A statewide vehicular movement is also limited due to government-imposed movement restrictions. There is currently no visible police presence at the polling units. And to other matters, the Nigeria Customs Service, Kebbi Command, has achieved significant milestones in revenue generation, trade facilitation and anti-smuggling efforts in the third quarter of 2024. The controller Hienacho AJK Kebbi Command shared this accomplishment during a press briefing at the command's headquarters in Benin, Kebbi. We have details in this report.
Controller Ernest Hienacho reaffirmed their commitment towards making Kebbi State free from any smuggling activities, attributing this great feat to collaboration with trading communities and the reopening of the Tsamia-Sibana border, proposing a one-step border post.
Acting within the policy thrust of our Comptroller General, Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, MFR, of consolidation, innovation and collaboration, the command will shortly hand over 180 pieces of donkey skin and 74 cartons of different medicaments to Nigerian Agricultural Quarantine Services and National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, respectively.
With a duty-paid value of the seized items standing at 323,065,556 naira, the command acknowledges the combined efforts of outfield officers, the intelligence units, patrol teams, sister agencies, as well as many Nigerians who provided intelligence services. In line with interagency collaboration, the command has handed over 180 pieces of donkey skin to the Nigerian Agricultural Quarantine Services, Kebbi State Command, with Commander Abdulrazak Muhammad Bashir present to receive the recovered contraband.
Categorically state that exportation of donkey skin is prohibited, is illegal, because donkey has been classified as an endangered species on the verge of extinction. So that is why, as the agency responsible for exportation of agricultural products, is in our mandate to make sure that we man the border very well so that those things cannot be exported.
74 cartons of medications were also handed over to the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Controls officials. Hawa Muhammad, TVC News, Benin, Kebbi.
And now to party politics. The chairman of the Anambra State People's Democratic Party Election Congress Committee and Deputy Governor of Enugu State, Ifeanyi Osai, has declared Chidi Chidebe as the newly elected state party chairman. He was declared winner after polling a total of 1,080 votes to defeat his closest rival, Amici Onowu, who secured 960 votes. The deputy governor charged the newly elected state executives to take their assignment seriously and work towards restoring the party to the seat of power in the southeastern states. If Nigeria is going to achieve a $1 trillion economy in the next 5 to 6 years, it should be a bottom-to-top approach by encouraging and creating wealth. These were the submission of the Governor Peter Mba at the lecture for newly elected local government executives and councillors in the state. Senior reporter Bamidele Ajayi has more.
It is the first official meeting with the newly elected 260 ward councillors after the September 21st local government election. From east to west and northern senatorial zones of Enugu State, the enthused council area councillors are encouraged to keen to Governor Peter Mba's ambitious vision of moving the state GDP from $4.4 billion to $30 billion economy. One after the other, keynote speeches were delivered to equip the councillors on the tasks ahead of them. Secretary to the state government gave an in-depth detail to account for several ongoing project status executed across the wards and council areas.
Completion of the first phase smart schools and the primary health care remains at 35% and 65% respectively.
For Governor Peter Mba, he advocates the move that local government administration be recognized as the economic hub for development. He challenged the council administration to own several projects that is ongoing in their communities by ensuring every contract is done to specification.
I've always advocated that if we're going to achieve $1 trillion economy in the next 5 to 6 years, that would only happen from the peripheral. It's not going to be a top-bottom approach. We would have to encourage the peripheral to generate the wealth. And the state is now working with you.
Some of the councillors shared their views of the onboarding session with newsmen.
And that we should do everything possible to ensure that the good works of His Excellency are adequately protected.
These smart schools and the smart health centers are being built in the different wards. They should take the ownership of that and ensure that they are monitoring the contractors.
According to the United Nations Economic and Social Commission, local government administration is the closest tier of government that drives the economic growth and development to the grassroots. At this onboarding retreat, the newly elected chairmen and councillors were taken through the journey of nationhood, where development should be bottom up, beginning from the council areas to the center. Bamejele Ajayi, TVC News, Enugu.
Meanwhile, the member representing Kano, Umuahia North and Umuahia South Federal Constituency, Obi Agwota, has commended the new leadership of the Department of State Service for their effort in ensuring that Nnamdi Kano's healthcare needs are met. The lawmaker said this after a private visit to the leader of IPOP in the company of an immediate family member, Mr. Agwota. In a statement said the DSS explained that the restriction to accessing Nnamdi Kano was occasioned by his lawyers asking the judge to recuse herself, which requires a further legal process and is also known to both parties. But he confirmed that a resolution has been reached and access granted to the lawyers. While appreciating the effort of the Speaker of the 10th Assembly, Tajudeen Abbas, for his quick intervention in the matter, Obi Agwota remains optimistic that in the end, a political solution will be achieved.